So I'm really excited to have here Storm Saunders, who's here to talk to us today about his new electric car company and his plans to change the future. So I saw your crowdfunding campaign for the bicycle, and it's one of the largest Indiegogo ones that has ever been. How do you explain how you were able to do this?
There were electric bikes before, but really nobody came from that background. What I really enjoy, I enjoy taking something complex and simplifying. So I really broke down a complex electric bike and made it so it appeals to masses. And with that mass appeal, a mass price point, that's how it took off. And that's what people are looking for.
We're here to talk about your morphing your company, and you're going to build a car, an electric car that is affordable. So tell me why you think there's a need now for an affordable electric car.
Well, it's kind of like same as with a bike. There is electric car company which does a great job. I'm kind of looking at bikes and cars. I'm not really separating that genre. I just see that as electric transportation category. And by having this bike company right now and seeing people embracing electric.
Are you going to share with them and the rest of the world how you're doing, how you're building the car, the ups and downs of being now a car company?
Yes, so they always get updated and kept in loop, because that's part of the excitement of being part of that crowdfunding. It's just like we're going to listen to their inputs and we're going to respond to their concerns. So it becomes part of their lives. This whole circle of they look for your next products, they look for your next ideas. So it's almost kind of like a marriage.
And to those fans who have purchased the bike and enjoy the bike, what are you going to tell them now about the car? How should they feel about it?
Well, and I think that's a really good question, because I get asked this, are you going to be a car company now? And absolutely not. The way I see it is that we're an electric company, first of all. So whatever electric I decide, if I decide 5 years from now to create an electric helicopter, it by no means will affect cars. I believe in electric transportation. We're going to go back to a simple way to transport ourselves, and sometimes electric bike will be the best to get yourself from point A to point B. Sometimes it's going to be electric car, and sometimes it's going to be electric helicopter. So you're going to have more variety to move yourself around, because we have forgotten how much fun it is to get on an electric bike and take a ride, from Beverly Hills to the beach. That's what I see. I see much broader diversity in your garage of hopefully electric transports to get you around.
You can tell me about the mission of the company and why is it that it needs to exist?
I think the best way to define the mission is when you see your car or your bike on a road, when you see people using it, embracing it, loving it, and it puts a smile on their face. That's my mission. My mission is to create a product which people use, embrace, and love.
Where do you see your company in 10 years?
I just hope the cars get back to what Henry Ford created. It's Model T, and it was affordable car to get people moving. You know what I mean? It was nothing else. It was bare bones to get people moving. And that's what I hope in 10 years, that you step outside and it's either every car is SONDORS car, just black, white, red, black, whatever, customize the way you want to do it. And it just gets you around. And it gets you around in comfort and in style, and it gets you around electric. And that's kind of like what I hope the cars will become, nothing more than a transportation.
You live in Los Angeles, you're in Malibu, and the car industry is in Detroit. And what makes Los Angeles a great place to build a new electric car company?
I really feel good in California, period. I love California, and I bet you're the same way as I am. We embrace new things much easier. Majority of our supporters came out of California for electric bikes. So I think it's just very conducive environment for creating technology. And also our regulations are very friendly. We have more charging stations right now. Every parking lot has them.
Let me ask you a question about funding this company. Typically, car companies need hundreds of millions of dollars, and you can imagine the costs that are involved in producing a car.
Yeah.
And you're looking to start designing a car with funding from the crowd as investors. Why are you doing that?
I love crowdfunding. It's just honest way of validating your idea. So people kind of like crowdfunding is like working with kids. They don't lie. They tell you right away what they think. There's no buffer zone. That's the way I see it. So I enjoy that brutal honesty.
So your next campaign, in terms of designing the car, you're going to raise money from the general public using the new crowdfunding law, so they're now going to become shareholders of your company. Why go that route versus just doing a regular crowdfunding campaign, donation based, where people will just donate to you money or pre-purchase the car?
I think this is just the next level of trust, where people get involved and they say, I've seen this guy's record, I trust him. I want to see what else he can do. He's way out there. This is crazy idea. No one has ever done it. There's no precedent for it. So that's what gets me really excited about it. Just people trust you and they wish you success. And also you provide them an opportunity to be part of something much bigger. No car company will ever let them inside behind the scenes to see how car is born. And I think that's what our fans always really appreciate, that we just opened that door which otherwise would never be available for them.
Storm, I really enjoyed our conversation today, and I want to thank you for taking the time to tell your audience and your fans about your new plans. And I cannot wait to see what you're going to be making next.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for creating an amazing company yourself. It started with me, but to make it big, you always need a backing, and that's what we have.